Peace, fam. Hi, I'm Uju. I am here in the lab with this beautiful queen, Renee. Yes,
hey.
Yes, we are starting a new journey today. And we're having a wonderful conversation about the importance of mindfulness again. And let me slide on over here where you at. So we're talking about the importance of mindfulness. And Miss Renee mentioned something really powerful that I wanted to include in this video. She mentioned, how did you word it before you said? You mentioned a few things, actually.
The one person in life you can't escape is yourself.
Oh.
So no matter where you are, you're with yourself. No matter where you go. Mm-hmm. You can escape everyone else, everything else, but the one person you can't escape is yourself.
Yes. The one person in life that we're always with, that you can't get away from, is yourself. And that's why we were talking about, that's why it's so important to learn to be at peace with yourself. To really learn to be a safe space with yourself, because you're always in your own company. You're never not in your company, right? And when you're constantly in your company and it's hostile, that literally makes life a living hell. But when you're constantly in your company and it's loving and accepting, it makes life a safe haven, no matter what's going on outside.
Yep.
No matter what's going on outside of you, the way it will process to you, it's depending on the relationship that you have with yourself. And so that you build with yourself, because you don't just wake up like this. It doesn't just happen overnight. It really does take those it takes a lot of hard looks at yourself and a lot of difficult decisions to accept what at some point you didn't want to see as a part of who you are, and then to choose to love it, not just to tolerate yourself, but to love yourself and to find the value and the beauty in yourself, despite the aspects that you once thought were not acceptable. And notice my language, that you once thought were not acceptable, because they were never not acceptable. You just thought they weren't acceptable. So the key is to stay loyal to yourself and to release the idea that there's something wrong with you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because that can go. You not going anywhere. We're going to be there regardless. So let's release the judgment so that you can be with you in peace.
Absolutely.
And so that's one of the things we were talking about. And then you talked about just being mindful and being one with the experience, And that's something that I've honestly been talking about a lot lately, because I really feel like that cracks the code of life. Mm-hmm. It cracks the code of life, because really the concepts that we talk about, these personal development concepts, self-mastery concepts, they're only just theory until we study our life enough to find out where we can apply them. We will experience them when we apply them, but when we're mindful and when we're paying attention to the details of our life, then that's when we realize, okay, I can make new decisions here, so I can create this type of result. But if we're not mindful, if we're not paying attention, then we don't really know. Yeah, we don't really know where to insert that strategy, and that makes such a big difference. That makes a huge difference. Like you was talking about in Jamaica, how you just experienced it,
right. Being one with what's going on. Mm-hmm. Like actually just stepping back and removing the external noise, mm-hmm. but being where you are in that moment, because mm-hmm. we miss so much with just bypassing everything mm-hmm. so fast. Like I have to get here, I have to get this place, that place. Actually just stop and mm-hmm. just, sit in the moment. Yes. Sit in where you are. Yes. Because before you know it, you're going to look back and life has passed us. It passed us by.
I'm telling you.
And you'll be wondering, what happened? Where did these years go? And yes. you like we were just talking about someone we know, mm-hmm. and how many years it had been since mm-hmm. you've seen that person, mm-hmm. and so much life has happened within that time. Mm-hmm. And when you think back, now you can, because you have a 2 points, it's like, oh, when I think back, I remember when.
Right. I remember this. Yeah, I remember this part. Oh,
and some of the
okay.
things that were going on in life in between.
Yes.
And so much time has passed.
Yes.
Man, I wonder, how is that person? Where they been?
Where they been?
And it's because we don't take time.
Because we haven't checked in. We haven't checked in. And even like with not repeating patterns and like, you know, noticing patterns of behavior and things like that within ourselves, or even how we interact with other people, you know, like it's just important to just create that space to pay attention and really pay attention. I mean, I don't really know how else to say it. Just encouraging everybody to really give yourselves, like really make it a practice to check in with yourself. Ask yourself at any given moment. You could be in a grocery store, like perusing through the aisles and stuff. Check in with yourself. What am I looking at? Yeah, how do I feel right now in this moment?
What am I really smelling?
What am I smelling? What am I feeling on my body? What am I thinking in my mind? What are those thoughts making me feel? Like, what am I buying? Why am I buying it? Why am I doing this?
Is this important to me?
Yes.
Because we spend so much time on things that are not important, we miss what's important.
We miss what's important because we just going with the flow. We just in the hype. Yeah. Now, when we do this, though, I feel like when we do this, then you can really ask yourself, what program are you running off of?
Right.
You know what I mean? Are you running off of your own program? Because if you haven't stopped and taken these and checked in and made intentional decisions on how you're going to move forward, that is not your program.
Yep.
That is not your program. And then we have to understand, okay, well, where does the program come from?
Exactly.
You know,
where's the root of this?
Where's the root of this?
It came from somewhere.
Because it came from somewhere, and if it didn't come from you, then
is it worth it?
Yeah, is it worth it? Is it gonna give you is it gonna give you your desires? Is it gonna give you what you want? Is it gonna give you the space for your fullest and greatest expression? It's not, because if it's not in alignment with you, it's not. Yeah. Is it gonna bring you joy?
Yeah. Does this bring me joy?
Yeah.
Not just happiness, because happiness is temporary. But does it bring you joy? Does it resonate in you? Because if it doesn't, then is it worth it?
What are we doing? Yes. So yes, we're going to leave you with that. Watch this conditioner out and get this journey started. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you all for watching. Until next time. Peace.